Hey everybody, this is Drew with Sexy Nerd Science, corresponding for Project Nerd here at Colorado Springs Comic-Con 2018. Got my trusty sidekick here, Josh.
And also from Project Nerd and Sexy Nerd Science.
Yeah, and we were sitting down right after a very excited panel for some of the cast of The Walking Dead. If you guys would like to introduce yourselves.
Ann Mahoney, I played Olivia on The Walking Dead.
Jeremy Palko, I played Andy. Notice we just made it past tense.
Play. Yeah.
So spoilers if you're not caught up.
Yeah, if you're not caught up,
we are
spoiler
deceased
alert.
characters on the show. But I guess on this show you never say never.
That's true.
I think I'm a pretty never.
Well, I'm thinking
on-screen
flashbacks.
death?
I'm hoping maybe
entire-
because they're doing
yeah.
time jumps coming up. First of all, I know nothing about the upcoming season, so whatever comes out of my mouth, it's not a guess, it's not an opinion, it's just chit-chatting. So
Fair enough.
That's okay. I mean, honestly, because like you said, the time jumps are coming in. There's nothing set in stone for who's dead.
It would be cool to see some old characters, even if they're just in an imaginary scene, dream sequence or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I could see it happening with certain
Especially
characters.
with Fear the Walking Dead not quite being 100% caught up to where The Walking Dead is right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of backtracking that can
I
go
apologize. I've yet to see Fear the Walking Dead. I watched one episode.
I don't want to.
I think
I prefer
would,
The Walking Dead more
I would
than
like
Fear
to
the
catch up
Walking
on
Dead,
it. I mean, I guess it's a sister show, right?
Oh, yeah.
Safe
yeah.
to say, yeah. So.
And it started off good. I just haven't been able to catch up on it because I kept waiting for the premiere to come out, and then the whole time I was waiting for the Walking Dead premiere and not the Fear the Walking Dead. I'm I missed an entire season waiting for this.
They know how to market, I'll tell you that. So one ends, one keeps going. So I feel like the popularity's getting up a little bit with that show.
Definitely.
So a couple of things we're going to kind of ask, but have you guys been to a convention in a mall before?
No.
How do you guys feel it's going?
I dig it. I think it's fun.
Yeah,
So-
it's nice. It's really lively. It's, people are already here.
And we
as
kind of
opposed
spoke
to-
on earlier how you can see the people outside. I'm sure you guys saw people waving at you guys. So that's definitely something that we have noticed, that it's very inviting to have that kind of setup.
This whole community is inviting. I mean, I just everywhere you go, the people you interact with while we're at a convention, they're always so welcoming with open arms. Always, and it doesn't matter.
Colorado Springs. This is my third time here, and
Yeah.
I got to say, it's so much fun here. It's just the attitude. I think it's the elevation that really just kind of.
Everybody's a little high.
Gets everybody.
That's
loopy,
what it
yeah.
is. Even
it's just in the
even
air.
if you're not
technically.
Colorado friendly, there's just kind of a twitch or a sniff in the air, and everyone's just in a better mood. So.
So as far as The Walking Dead is concerned, I mean, obviously you guys are probably aware that it was a comic book first or graphic novel first. Did you guys ever do any dabbling with the graphic novel prior to your roles on The Walking Dead?
Yeah. Excuse me. I was a comic book reader long before I ever auditioned. So, yeah.
I did. I wasn't, and when I found out I was cast as Andy, I immediately looked him up and tried to find him in the comics, and he didn't have a substantial role at all. In fact, he was merely mentioned. So I was a little disheartened with that, but then I really enjoy the fact that they don't stick straight to the comics, because obviously the comic book fanatics are going to be like, oh, we know this, we know that, we know that. And AMC and the creators are just they throw you a curveball, and I like how they base things off of it. I'm blanking on her name, but she had Abraham's death. Denise?
Yeah.
Denise had Abraham's death in the comics, so they're really great and creative of keeping the comics and the show on the same track, but just having fun with it.
That was one of the things that I was excited about when the first season came out. I was like, there's similarities, you can see, especially when Rick's walking through in that first scene when everybody's dead. I was like, there's similarities there, but then
That was taken straight from the book.
Yeah.
That illustration of him
Because
in Atlanta.
Yeah, there are certain things straight from the comics, correct?
Yeah.
Like Negan's opening monologue was.
yeah.
That's the most.
Minus a few F words.
Yeah,
Yeah,
minus a few. But have you seen the altered version of just the F words?
No.
It's amazing. I think you can YouTube it. Just go Negan's entrance uncensored or something. It's awesome.
So that's something that we like to talk about is comic books and stuff. I mean, so really excited to have you guys here. Do you guys have anything coming up that you guys can talk about? Aside from obviously,
I have Netflix is doing a new show. I think it starts in September called Good Cop, starring Tony Danza. and I have a guest starring role of actually a not nice person for a change in that. And then I have a movie called The True Don Quixote that has not come out yet with Tim Blake Nelson, and people would know from a lot of Coen Brothers films. I play, we're like supporting leads in that. So those are the two next things.
Like most actors, I'm auditioning as often, as frequent as I can. I love doing these conventions because they keep you, in the entertainment world, but floating. I've definitely gotten into some writing aspects of Peter Dante's here. You know him from Grandma's Boy and The Water Boy.
Got an interview with him next. Yeah,
The Water Boy and every other movie. With the Adam Sandler crew, and we're working on something right now. Pretty excited about it. Very early on into the writing process, but we've got a couple thumbs up and greenlit. So working on that. Amazon Prime, I've got something called So Dark, where I play a vampire. It's free right now. We have a 9-minute episode and then a 20-minute episode. And we're just scraping the funds to get that third and fourth one made right now. So always comes down to a little bit of funding and money. Money.
Yep.
So I heard in the panel, I just wanted to bring it up. I'm a big nerd. I like nerds and I like science stuff. That's what I'm really into. And I heard you went to grad school. What did you go to grad school for?
I got my MFA in acting.
In acting. Okay, awesome.
Yep.
What was that? So nice little crowd cheer. They're all happy.
It was great.
In
I loved
acting.
grad school.
That was for Ann Mahoney. Thank you, everyone.
That was for grad school, everybody.
Go to
It's
school.
worth going to,
Stay in school, kids.
and vote.
Do your homework.
Yeah. Our first guests today were like, make sure to vote. And we're just like, yeah.
and have your pet spayed or neutered.
That's right.
All important topics.
Were you saying something? I didn't mean to interrupt you. I wanted to get to the grad school thing because I was curious.
I honestly lost it. I'll come back to it eventually.
So did you guys have any favorite costumes that you've seen at this convention? Or
I saw a young lady. I believe she was wheelchair. Sweetheart. She was dressed like a little mermaid, and she just had rocks around her and a waterfall, and it was all connected to her wheelchair, and it was just the most
Excuse me.
amazing thing I've seen here thus far. So, but there's always such creativity. But I've stopped guessing. That's the thing. I'm like, oh my god, I love the Goonies. And they're like, this is not Goonies. This is Anime 1.457.
Anime will get you every
And I'm like,
time. You
dude,
think you know?
I thought
don't
you
know.
were. I thought you were like Mikey from Goonies. I don't know. I can't guess anymore. But when I see the '80s stuff that I can relate to, I dig it.
Well,
I like this little family that we had. I saw that we're doing Peter Pan, and the little boy, he was 2, was Peter Pan. There was a 4-year-old girl as Tinkerbell, mom was Wendy, and dad was Captain Hook.
That's
That was
awesome.
precious.
So, real quick before we got to wrap up here.
Yeah, sorry, I just got a text saying we got a photo op in 10 minutes.
You're
Oh.
fine.
20 minutes, sorry.
So, do you guys have any social media that you guys would like to plug before we kind of wrap up here?
Any?
Social media.
I am Ann Mahoney.
You are not.
At
Stop
Twitter.
it.
You can follow. No, I'm just joking. Just Jeremy Palko. Simple. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I run them all. I do my very best to keep up with people. I do honestly 30 minutes a night. I probably tweet and say hi to people, and I've gotten a lot of compliments here because of that. So I've always, I don't mind running my social media. So come say hi.
My Twitter and Instagram are at Annie Moho, ANNIEMOHO for Annie Mahoney. And then also my children's clothing line that I launched here is at Peaky D, PEEKYD on Twitter, and Peaky Designs and peakydesigns.com.
Oh, you launched that at Colorado Springs Comic Con?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
yeah, they have
Yep.
the little
great,
stand-up
yeah.
banner next to our booth. So
Yep.
Nice.
if you're watching on Twitch and you're not here but you're coming, make sure to stop by the booth.
Get over to Peaky.
That's right.
Well, we appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to come sit and talk with us. We hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and hope to see you guys again sometime.
Thank you guys
Thank
very much.
you.
Thank you. Thank you guys
Thank
for
you.
watching.